What is a man? You fix your hair, you polish your skin, you trim the edges of what's seen, and you think you've become beautiful. But Epictetus doesn't nod, he doesn't praise. He cuts. Tell me, he says, is a dog beautiful? Yes. Is a horse beautiful? Of course. Is a nightingale beautiful? Undeniably. And why? Because it excels in what it was made for. A horse is not praised for having soft fur, but for running without fear. A dog is not admired for shining teeth, but for staying when others run. So why then do you dress your body instead of your purpose? What makes a man beautiful? Not softness, not decoration, but justice, discipline, clarity, the temperate, the self-controlled, the one who chooses what is right, even when no one's watching. You want to be beautiful? Train that. Because no matter how fine the clothes, an ugly soul still bleeds through. And if I stay silent now, I fail you. If I flatter you, I leave you ugly. Better to be wounded by truth than kissed by lies. The sharp edge of virtue, pluck your hair, soften your skin, walk like a man, but wish to be a woman. You don't know who you are. And that is the ugliest thing of all. A lion without a mane is not a cleaner lion, it's a broken one. A man without hair is not more refined, he's emptying himself to please someone who doesn't care. And for what? To be liked? To be called smooth? To win glances from women who don't respect men? You strip away your nature and call it style. But beauty, real beauty, isn't how you look to others. It's how well you carry your moral purpose. Are you just? Are you temperate? Are you rational? Do you know restraint? Do you stand when no one else will? That's what makes a man. Not skin, not softness, not perfume. Leave your hair to the gods. Leave your skin to the wind. Leave your name to those who speak of you. But guard your purpose. That is your edge. That is your shape. And if one day you come to your senses, you'll see, it wasn't Epictetus who called you ugly. It was the mirror. After the fog cleared, the training of a warrior. You want to be free? Train. Not in words, not in logic, but in the blood sport of restraint. Epictetus said, there are only 3 fields to master: desire, choice, judgment. Miss the mark in anyone and you fall. The first, desire and aversion. Train so that you never chase what can't be caught, and never run from what can't be escaped. No more craving coins, no more fearing loss, no more trembling before pain. The second, choice and duty. Do the right thing, not the loud thing, not the like thing, not the thing that earns applause. The third, judgment. Learn to see clearly, to pause before giving in, to say, wait, show me who you are. Every breakdown you've ever had came from a single crack, a false belief you never questioned. Envy? A judgment. Heartbreak? A judgment. Humiliation? Still a judgment. You're not wounded by events, you're wounded by how you name them. So train, day and night, at the bath, at the table, alone, in crowds. Train so deeply that even in madness, dreams, or death, you still choose what is yours, and nothing more. Do not fight shadows. No one harms you, not truly. They mock, they steal, they lie. But it is you who turns noise into wound. It is you who turns weather into war. That's the trick. The mind labels everything, and then forgets it was the one who named it. A death, a loss, a betrayal. These are not curses, they are just events. But your judgment, your quick, blind, untrained assent is what makes them cut. Someone leaves. You say, I'm broken. Someone wins. You say, I've failed. Someone mocks. You say, I am nothing. But where is the proof? You've accepted a shadow as real. You've bowed to a whisper. So stop. Train your assent. Don't nod to every voice. Don't say yes to every thought just because it's loud. When grief comes, don't chase it. When fear comes, don't feed it. Wait. Observe. Ask it, are you mine, or are you just passing through? And if the answer is silence, let it go. The coin of the soul. Every man spends something. To get what they want, they pay. Some pay in dignity, some pay in silence, some pay with their own soul. One man sells his peace for attention, another trades his integrity for power, another offers his body for warmth that never lasts. Epictetus said, everyone carries a coin. The question is, what are you trading? Is your currency lust, pride, fear, or is it reason? The Stoic carries only one coin, and it cannot be counterfeited. It is clear thought, honest action, willing sacrifice. He will not pay for applause. He will not bend for comfort. He will not kneel to please. Because to him, the soul is not for sale. And if a man offers gold for your silence, would you take it? If a woman offers her body for your dignity, would you bow? If the world offers approval in exchange for your honesty, would you trade? Or would you say, keep your praise, keep your pleasure, keep your palace? I already have what cannot be bought, a will that bows to reason, a soul that kneels to none. That is the highest currency, and the rarest. What is left when you're alone? Strip it all away, the friends, the family, the fans, the name. Now tell me, what's left? When no one's watching, when no one's listening, when no one is there to clap or curse, do you still live right? Or were you only acting for the crowd? The Stoic walks alone, not because he hates the world, but because he doesn't need it to be whole. He has chosen to need less, to expect nothing, to demand no audience. Even Zeus, when left with nothing but himself, smiled. Why? Because a god doesn't need company to exist. He is enough. So ask yourself, when all is quiet, when no one responds, when your name is forgotten, are you still someone you respect? Can you sit with your own mind and not flinch? Can you stand with your own silence and not collapse? Most men are lonely because they've never met themselves. They've never sat long enough to know what's there. But the Stoic has. He doesn't run from silence. He walks deeper into it. And when he arrives at the center, he finds something rare. Stillness, strength, enough. The weight you choose to carry. It's easy to act noble when life is light, but when your body aches, when your sleep breaks, when the world won't bend, who are you then? You say, I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm not like before. And Epictetus would say, good. Then now you get to show what lives under comfort. A philosopher doesn't ask for ease, he asks for trial. Because trial reveals truth. You don't train to be strong when it's easy, you train to be unbreakable when it's not. So you're sick? Then be the one who's sick with courage. You're exhausted? Then walk slow but walk straight. You're heartbroken? Then carry your pain like a shield, not a wound. Epictetus said, don't seek events equal to your strength, seek strength equal to your events. Stop asking life to be lighter. Build shoulders that carry more. Stop asking for escape, ask for grit. Ask to go thirsty and not complain, to be insulted and not flinch, to lose and still stand. This is how the soul learns its true weight. Not by comfort, but by what it chooses to carry when no one else will. Walk away from the circus. You're not ready, and that's okay. But don't pretend you are. Don't step into the fire with skin still soaked in oil. Epictetus said, a young man should not rush into public life until his soul can stand alone, because the world doesn't wait. It pulls, it mocks, it melts, and if you're still wax, the sun will strip you bare. So walk away. Not forever, but until your soul is forged, until silence no longer scares you, until hunger doesn't own you, until opinion doesn't bend you, because every man is always in motion, either being shaped or being erased. So be careful what you expose yourself to. That friend who jokes too much starts shaping your view of worth. That crowd who chases noise starts setting your rhythm. That mirror you keep checking starts becoming your god, and you don't even see it. So step back, sharpen the blade, build the center, set the weight. Then when you return, you don't come to join the circus, you come to end it. With stillness, with presence, with proof. The philosopher's rule: you saw something, you heard something, you felt something, and you assumed. That's where the fall begins, not in the world, but in your instant ascent. The Stoic trains to pause, to wait before saying yes to any impression. Epictetus said, when someone knocks, you don't just let them in, you ask, who are you? Where did you come from? Show me your token. If they have none, you close the door. Why treat your mind with less caution than your house? Not every thought deserves entry. Not every feeling is truth. Not every opinion is a guest. So stop reacting. Start questioning. Anger rises? Show me your token. Fear knocks? Prove you're real. Jealousy whispers, what's your source? This is how a philosopher lives, not cold, not numb, but discerning. Able to feel without drowning, able to think without rushing, able to see without surrendering. Every day the world throws sparks. You decide what catches fire, so choose. With stillness, with strength, with standards. The still flame. You don't need to prove it. Not with your voice, not with your clothes, not with the people you collect, just be. Epictetus never shouted, never begged to be heard. He didn't preach, he burned, quietly. He walked the streets with torn clothes and a sharper mind than kings. He needed nothing because he held everything inside. A flame, still, silent, unmoved. He didn't need praise to know his worth. He didn't need revenge to feel power. He didn't need company to feel whole. That is the mark of one who's trained, the man who walks without noise, the mind that holds without shaking, the soul that chooses and never trades. So if you're still chasing, stop. If you're still shouting, go quiet. If you're still burning for attention, put it out. And guard the only fire that matters, the one no one sees, the one that never flickers, the one that stays, even in silence, even in darkness, even